What do we have here?
We got another unboxing you will never follow up on.
Well, I mean,
Kendra was a pain, but she was right about this.
Okay, you kind of have a point. She had a point. That's why I got rid of her. She kept pushing that angle. Maybe you should kind of take a cue from that and let me do my unboxing.
You need to give complete reviews. Metal Complex says you can't review a knife you just met.
Okay, all right. I'll drop back. We'll drop back and do some follow-ups here after this one. Okay, after this one.
Good. You have almost 600 videos, mostly unboxings.
Yes.
Quite a backlog.
All right. Okay. Bye. Freaking guy, man. A little pushy. I thought we got rid of the pushiness when we got rid of Kendra. But no. What do we have here? Da-da-da-da! Okay. I love a Sixleaf, man. I wonder what Sixleaf it is. I don't remember. It is... Oh, I forgot about this one, yeah. So, I've had this one before. I had it a long time ago. And I had it in... what material was it? It was like a resin. It was like a funky resin. I had two different ones and a funky resin, and the resin was really wimpy and ended up breaking on both of them. One was black, one was red, and they had these like little honeycomb aluminum bits in them. And you would drop it just like on a table, like drop it like that, and the little piece would come off the corner or something. But this one is the same deal, but micarta. And I thought, well, you know, you can't go wrong with micarta. It's pretty tough. Woo, that's a nice sound. Okay, not very dropshutty, but wow, what a nice clunk on it. I think I might end up sanding these down. They're so freaking thick. I had forgotten that they were also, not only were they resin and kind of wimpy, it was just super duper thick. Nice. Let's see, this guy is a pretty typical frame lock. Look how thick this new guy is compared. Now, he's a big boy now, so he's a little bit bigger overall, but you don't really want your handle to be like 3/4 of an inch thick, which I think this one almost is. I think at the thickest part, it's probably close to 3/4 of an inch thick, which is too thick. It's too thick. I like the backspacer. Pretty nice. G10, I think. Pretty cool how they have the lanyard pin inside there, so you don't have to see a lanyard hole through. Let's see. Where are the bolts? Oh, okay. So there must be a hidden bolt under the pocket clip to be the other side of this one, I think. And then we got one there. And then just the pivot. Pretty nice. This is the Sixleaf Rattlesnake Design SL08. So yeah, this is a pretty old school one. I think I got the original ones when they first came out. So I guess I've been following the Sixleaf since they started, basically. Yeah, that's not very dropshutty. Wow. Like really have to shake it down. Now the original one had this little funky design here. It's like a pretty deep cut little thingy, and you could actually reverse flick by just pressing up on that one. Oh yeah, same deal. I think you could thumb flick it open too with that. Yeah, pretty nice. Boy, I wish I could get it to be a little more dropshutty. What if just a drop of oil would help? Let's see. Usually these guys come pretty oiled up, but sometimes if you put a drop of oil right where the detent ball is, you can get a little better action. I don't remember if the original ones were smoother or not. This guy is definitely not super smooth. Kind of has a little bit of a noise to it. Wow, yeah, definitely not dropshutty. You know what? I should try my trick. So there's a trick that I can do sometimes to get knives a little more dropshutty, where you put something in here, a piece of paper or something, and then you press the lock bar over, and then when the blade closes, it puts a lot of pressure on the detent ball, and then the detent ball wears itself a track quicker than it would naturally. And then you get a little smoother action if the knife itself is kind of rough, which this one is. It has kind of a bead blasted finish on it. So I think if we did the trick with the paper, it might help. Okay, so something like this. Just a little piece of paper. You put it behind this part. Nope, that's not enough pressure, so double it. It's starting to be a little more. Okay, triple it. Yeah, that's it. Now it's real hard to move because the ball bearing, or the detent ball, is rubbing on the blade tang a lot. I just accidentally let it go all the way open. So if you want to do this, you just keep going back and forth like 20 times. Don't let it go all the way open or all the way closed. Well, you can let it go all the way closed, but all the way open, then you have to unlock it and shit. That's annoying. So you just keep doing this. Let's do it in fast motion. All right, good enough. Let's put a little more oil on it now, right there, to kind of clean off, because sometimes it leaves a little, you know, leaves some debris after all that grinding of the metal. So you put a little oil on it and let that kind of clean itself out. Not still feeling like it's going to be drop shutty. Definitely a nice loud clack and a nice closing sound too. You know, these Sixleaf clips always look way too big. This one doesn't look so super big because this is a giant ass knife. I think the blade is close to 4 inches long. Do I have another 4-inch knife nearby? I think this guy's almost 4 inches, and it's another. No, this is a Tucson, not a Sixleaf. I think their blades are pretty close to the same length. Yeah, so it's right around a 4-inch blade. This guy is. It's funny, it doesn't quite look like it, but I just kind of know it is because I have other knives laying around here that are looking kind of small in comparison. Nice looking micarta. Yeah, I've definitely seen worse. Not bad. Almost feel like I want to grind it down some though. Like I said, make it a little lower. Probably will, because I think I like it otherwise. I like that you can reverse flick it. Well, with practice. Takes a little bit of being deliberate and getting your finger, kind of the meat of your finger, onto those little bits there, and then pushing it up. You can even get your fingernail in there, kind of. Let's see. And that doesn't work so well. I think it works more with like the meat of your finger. Well, even that is not working for me right now. Okay, yeah. I think it just takes some practice. The thumb one, that's almost easier than the reverse flick for some reason. Don't know why. But I can also kind of feel it tearing out my thumb while I do it. But it does work. Very interesting knife. Yeah, I love how the shape of it, this kind of straight back on the blade, looks really nice. Not super thin behind the edge, but not thick either. Nice slicey geometry to it. Yeah, it actually feels pretty darn sharp too. Let's see. Yeah, she's pretty sharp. Nice little edge on it. Actually, the edge looks pretty nice. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of a toothy edge, but pretty well done. Nice and symmetrical. But they could have gone a little higher up with the with their sharpening tool there, but not much. It's right almost in the right place. But it's just right to the edge of the right place. So they could go a little further up, would have been better. Ergos are pretty good, but it's for big-handed people for sure. I mean, it's a big chunk, like I said. Just needs to be sanded down a little bit, I think. So, you know, okay. If you got extra large, big mitts, this guy is probably good for you, especially if you're kind of tired of those smaller knives. SL08 in D2. Man, I wish they wouldn't do this kind of finish on D2. D2 does tend to rust, especially if you give it this kind of sandblasted finish. Just seems like it lets the moisture sit in places. Well, you got to keep this guy right here oiled up, I would say. Not bad though. I guess you could say it's so nice I bought it twice.
So nice! I bought it twice! The knife was so nice I bought it twice!
I wouldn't have bought the other ones twice for sure. The other ones I had were kind of meh, pretty crap. You could search back in the videos and find the original pry bar knives SL08 reviews. And boy, I don't remember if I found out how easy the resin broke before I reviewed them or not. But yeah, they were trash. Glad they did it this way now. But the stop pin's a little skinny, but for such a big blade, they could have made it a little fatter. But it's good and up high, far away from the pivot, which is good. Gives it lots of, I don't know what you call it, leverage, I guess. Lockup looks really good, about 25%, maybe 30. It's well made for sure. Just the design, how big and fat it is, just a little, it's a little off-putting. You should be off-putting. You're so fat. Funny fat joke from Between Two Ferns, or Between Two, whatever that one show is with that guy. I don't remember his name. Funny show though. All right, SL08 Sixleaf rattlesnake design. Not dropshutty. We're going to work on that. I don't know what I'm going to do to make it more dropshutty, but I need it to be a little more dropshutty than that. I wonder if maybe I can just... Well, the lock bar is really strong. I think we could make a little power adjustment on the lock bar, and I think it would be better. All right, for now, it's unboxed, and we looked at it and got initial thoughts on it, and it's cool, but too fat, and some other issues, but pretty cool knife overall. Have a nice day.
But that isn't all. One more reminder, Pry Bar is going to do some follow-up reviews. I'm looking forward to this, and also, the Halloween 600th episode special is coming up, live from the Iowa Knife Museum. We're going to be looking at these here. Stay tuned, or you suck.
Whoa. That looks, I mean, that sounds awesome, but those are those specialty ones from the American-made knife section. They don't let anyone touch those. What the heck?
Yes, I know. I worked it out. Made a deal with their sexy copy machine.
I don't really know what that means, but I guess Richard supposedly worked out where I can mess with these special Halloween knives, and that's going to be for our 600th episode. So stay tuned. Have a nice day.